see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will be first on the attack. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. 4th down is coming. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The Hokies get the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Watson. Look out, he's got room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run.
Man, talking to the OC. Getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll move the tight end. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Anderson will throw. Makes the grab. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. First down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Second down, he'll throw it. And as he throws, picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive... from the 19-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is... The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for room, it's Lyon. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to throw. It's Watson. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he makes the grab, but they're signaling not a catch. He's out of bounds. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Anderson wants to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground with the back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight,
turning it on! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Watson. They've got the screen set up. On the move at the 30. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Adams. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Using his legs, it's Burrell. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. There's they're trailing by 11 to Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Back to throw, it's Watson. Blasted as he lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And the Hokies have taken it inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in, it's Moore. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. To the air on first down. The throw. Got it in the middle. It's Lyle. Running into the open space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man, it's Watson. Got it set up on the outside. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to throw again. Punts it out of the air. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Got a man. It's Adams. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. He's got 59 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the power run here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. They'll go to the fullback. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. On the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to slam in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give on the inside. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play, the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Anderson will throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Gonna run it. It's Lyle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the sixth sack of the game for this defense.
The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but...
Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Hokies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. From the gun to give, looking for room. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder... get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll run play action. Trying to get behind the defense. Reels it in on the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Hokies get it past the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Now facing a third and long. On the run, it's Burrell. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block them. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Watson. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Give to the running back. Looking for room at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Offense changing the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Tight end now in motion. To throw, it's Watson. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hokies. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He's looking to throw. And this will be caught as they convert the two. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Hurricanes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Watson. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. And the Hokies looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Canes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The punt team. Its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark, a lot of times, if you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. He'll take it himself. Got enough for the first. He's loose. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll go right back to him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Got it! And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can look.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.